To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, this is the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Tauchu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still look towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. He's just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
2 yards.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Locke back near his goal line. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's the third-year running back, Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 12-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Clock now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Rams, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Out of the gun. Gone. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They give it to Brown. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 34, Malcolm.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brought down by
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Defense, and it leads to a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they're pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression, as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013, 9 seasons previously in Tennessee, the last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
36-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Spencer. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
On the play.
Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his 2nd year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Two-man Jefferson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Every time I see Cooper Kupp play, I'm reminded of the first time I saw him in a summertime workout session. I remember running around screaming, "Who is this young man?" And now we see him on the NFL level. Broke the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in 2019 yards, career highs in all the major statistical categories. And not only that, that's off of a knee injury the previous season. This guy's tough as nails.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He was brought down.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They try and run for it here with Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
6-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
On first down, Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Spencer. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this... They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.